What are you smiling at? What have I done? Cinetalk. Hello.
Hello. Right, I love the film.
Thank you.
The soundtrack was a great variation of songs like Clash.
Yeah.
Great opening scene.
Yeah.
Brixton.
Yeah.
Were there any songs that had a particular significant meaning to you?
I think they all play into the story somehow. That's kind of why they're there. Hopefully none of them were sort of just simply because they're great tunes. I mean, that's obviously a huge part of it. But, you know, something like Hercules, for example, you know, it's amazing how significant that tune becomes. Obviously, it's a tune that I love and have done. Yeah, obviously something like Hercules is you know, not only a great tune, but it becomes very significant at that particular moment, you know, about a man understanding that the weight of the world may well be on his shoulders and whether he wants to meet that responsibility or not. No, but I also got to play around with a lot of tunes that I really love and then discovered some new ones as well that I had not heard before, but found, okay, this is an important moment and those tunes work really well. Like Mark Hollis, you know, is a really great track that's in there by him. Works really well for the film. So it's a real joy adding music to pictures. There's something really special happens.
Yeah, and as your debut film, must have been. Were there any songs that you just really wanted to include that you're like, yes, in my first film I need this?
Yes, when I make a film, what music's going to have in it? What's the story? It doesn't matter what the story is. I don't care about the story. Maybe I should make a music video. I don't know if I ever thought that. I mean, there was certain stuff that I would listen to in the writing process that didn't actually make it, you know. There was a Boz Scaggs tune that I used to listen to all the time that I felt kind of was like the heart of Bill, and then when I put it on, it was like, oh God, that's really kind of bleak. I mean, it's a lovely song, but it's not right. And you know, and what you know, there's a film and a story sort of moves in ways, you know, it's not linear, and there's this kind of emotional kind of line that it goes on, and sometimes the music fits and sometimes it doesn't, and it's just finding what that right piece of music is for that particular moment, and sometimes it can really enhance it. And I didn't want to do all big strings and kind of like prompt the audience. I never wanted to prompt them to go, oh right, I'm meant to be scared. Oh right, they're in love, you know. Yeah. I just, you know, I played against that, if anything.
Okay, the fight scene is awesome. There was just so much in it. Were you influenced by any other films or genres?
Yeah. I mean, there was a certain film called Old Boy that I looked at that I loved, you know, and that's a very sort of full-length image of the fight, and that gave us something rather special in that it meant that I had to come very far away in order to see that, but it gave us a feeling of being very much in the pub and kind of, you know, looking from round the bar at these guys in the middle of a big tear-up. And you know, it's a difficult thing to do right. You know, we had a day to do it, to rehearse it and invent what it was, and then a day to shoot it. It's not a lot of time for such a pivotal moment in the story. And you know, Charlie and I were both adamant that a man cannot walk into a pub and bash up several geezers like a hero and walk out unscathed. And I think that really played into the honesty of the film in terms of, you know, it's quite likely he's going to get hit as well, and so we didn't shy away from that, and it becomes really kind of, you know, shocking in that way, because Bill, you know, he gives as good as he gets, but he does get, you know, and he's up against a fairly sizable small army of chaps who want to knock him about, and yeah, of course he's the hero as such, or anti-hero, whatever you want, but he doesn't get it all his own way. You know, it's a little bit of sort of barroom brawling and good luck that hopefully turn things around for him.
Okay, just one more question. As you said before, you didn't want to prompt people to feel anything, but is there anything you'd like people to take away after they leave the film? What sort of, because it's very personal.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, it seems to be doing that. So people do come out and say, hey, it's really down ending, but it's really upbeat, and it's kind of, you know, there's this kind of contradiction in it. People come out and they seem to have a lot to say. They seem to think and feel a lot about it, which is really more than we can ask, really, rather than coming out and going, it was all right. You know, they're kind of engaged with him and with the story, and that's what's important. And I think I discover something more about it each time. A group of people watch it, and then we get to talk about it, and that's what's really exciting for me. It is a very personal story. There's lots of elements of it that are very personal, but I just wanted people to have a good time and come out feeling vaguely positive.
Okay, I think you did that, yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.